Going on, my Atomic Truck Works friends. So you know we're busy. We're trying to keep some videos going in our vlog style videos on our truck content, but it's very challenging because we are very busy doing a lot of stuff. And our podcast that we do on our Atomic Auto Works TV channel is very busy, very time consuming right now, but we are always working on trucks. So I'm going to bring you through, and even though we can't do this great video like we want, we're going to show you what's going on and kind of update you in the shop. All right, so Lewis, you're up first. We're going to go over, even though we can't do a great video, we're just going to kind of do like a little update. Trucks, you guys are working on trucks today.
Yeah! Just going to give you what we got. So today, well, yesterday I started wiring this 2008 through 2010 Super Duty dash. So we got the swaphelper.com kit. We got column helper, headlight helper, and cluster helper, which means you have to rewire basically everything to get it to work in the beautiful F550.
So did they give you an hour thing on this? Because Ralph said it was like 4 hours to do this whole dash swap, and I would have to say that's horseshit.
From what I heard on videos, it's like to take the dash out and to take the dash, put it back in, is a day.
And then wiring it is totally separate.
Yeah, no one tells you how long it takes to wire this. And I assume I figured out why. Because cluster helper alone, for just the cluster portion of it, is 40 wires that all have to be soldered. Column helper, we're not talking about how many wires it is, because everybody skips over it for a reason. It's a lot of wiring.
But we aren't skipping over nothing.
Nope, we're going to do it.
So this is just one section here.
This is the start.
And they tell you they want you to solder it, not repin everything.
This is the new connector that connects to the new solid state.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. This is reality. Oh, did I take your mic, or you got your mic still?
I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Got a nice little dimmer switch to hold it.
Fancy.
I could be fancy now.
Now that dimmer switch is worth a lot of money.
I don't know. Apparently, they don't make these anymore either.
The dimmer switches?
Yeah. So there's they. All right, Rick, you're done.
I'm just trying to do some work.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kit's fun.
So
If you like wiring.
So what do you think before this thing's in? Like another day?
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not gonna
Bullshit.
myself, to be honest.
Bullshit.
I don't want to say nothing
Bullshit.
because I say another day and then I'm gonna somehow mess up and hate my life because of it. So, to be announced.
Here's Rick. Rick's just lying down on the job as usual.
Yep.
But anybody who's been watching our videos can see the Colorado is actually going back together, which is a nice thing. So he's fixing all the rust. What's Rick have to say about Colorados?
Not my vehicle of choice, but they all have their good and they all have their bad.
So this one here was definitely...
This one's all bad.
This one's all bad. When you cut one support and the whole back of the truck falls on the ground, that's not a good thing.
It didn't come apart hard.
Well, this one's a bear. Oh, who's here now? It's going to be hard shooting videos. I'm going to have to start locking doors. All right, so if you look here, that's some pretty serious rust that Rick's taking off. Sorry, I was getting, we're getting like hammered with people today. It's like crazy. That's why yesterday I said I was going to shut the door.
Right.
Well, it's funny because Steve was here. And I'm like, he didn't take the hint. I said, yeah, I have to start locking the door because people just walk in even though the sign says nobody's allowed in here.
You could hit Steve with a sledgehammer.
He's like, yeah.
You really couldn't.
Look at how rusty. I want people to see how rusty these Colorados are. You got the light behind
Get
there.
from the other side. You see it?
Yeah, and this is the better part of the frame.
This is the good side.
Yeah, that's scary. Keep watching. You'll see this thing getting knocked out finally. Get this out. Get some big trucks in here and lower trucks.
Yeah.
You, You like bigger lifted trucks.
Big lifted truck.
It's funny how when you...
I'm starting to like the lower stuff.
Oh, are you
Starting
really?
to like it a little more and more.
Oh, nice.
I can appreciate all the work that goes into it. It's just not for me. You know, I was raised in off-roading and mud bogging and big tall trucks, and you know, it's totally different world. But I do like the lowered stuff. I like some stuff lowered. Be the right vehicle.
Well, it's funny because you could do the same amount of work to a lifted or lowered vehicle and enjoy your work.
Yes.
Then you do the same amount of work to one of these things, and you're like, man, is this day ever going to end?
This is like twice as much work as something cool.
Okay, I'll let you get back to work.
A few minutes, I mean hours, I mean days later.
So it's been a couple days. Let's check back the progress on the trucks. Okay, let's see how he's making out on this dash. Oh, you can see his table's empty, so that's a good sign.
What up?
So that's a good sign. It fires up.
Starts up, no airbag to the face.
So this is, how'd you get this website? Or is this a website or is this a program?
These are the programs from swaphelper.com. This is the diagnostic tool for the cluster helper, column helper, and the headlight helper. So we can see what's going on. Oh. I thought I could open all three at once, but I can only open one at a time.
It's always good to have the right one plugged in.
Yeah. Okay, technical difficulties.
What?
I said technical difficulties. Pull that back out. Okay, boom. So this is the cluster helper telling us everything that's going on. So it'll tell me what's working at what given time. It'll tell me the fuel level, turbo PSI, which I don't have hooked up yet, RPM, trans temp, coolant temp, battery voltage. Tells you everything you need to know.
So it's pretty thorough then.
Yeah, everything seems to be working nicely so far. Haven't caught any, only one panic attack. Only one panic attack.
What was that?
I ended up emailing Lewis from swaphelper.com. He got back to me like immediately, but I had a couple questions. Main one was my fuel gauge doesn't work, but he said it could just be
Do you feel it, or
Huh?
we're gonna be able to hear anything?
Well, I emailed Lewis from swaphelper.com, which he makes all the videos on the Swap Helper install and everything. He told me that it could take about 30 minutes for the computer to like fully calibrate to everything and get like
Oh, 30
put
minutes
in.
running? Or just 30 minutes plugged in, powered up?
We didn't go that deep. I kind of read his email late and quick before
okay.
I had to go run around. But it's a cool little...
So all in all, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's all in all, everything seems to be working.
So can you imagine doing this without the swap helper stuff?
No. No.
Like, I wish I got that face on it.
No.
It just wouldn't happen.
Nope. It would be way more overwhelming, and I could see why a lot of guys just put the dashboard in there and kind of just leave it in there, and they're like, I don't need the cluster. Because that's what a lot of people do. Because everybody just goes based off of their pillar gauges. They do like the main three they need, and that's it.
So this is actually going to function and work like a real brand new 2010.
Cluster works and all. So as soon as the lights turn on, that works.
Nice.
You, because of his kit, you also get the dimming feature with the factory switches.
Nice.
Makes a lot of cool things.
So he really thought this thing out.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a good plug on this video because it's a good product.
Buy your parts at swaphelper.com.
Okay, now we're going to go over and check on the Colorado, which is finally getting close. Keon's painting it. I love when a project comes together at the end and everybody's just working so diligently. So we had so many interruptions today trying to do these videos. People who come in, it's kind of funny because I get it. You know, we used to be an operating business, so a lot of people just come in and want to talk. So we have signs up that say appointment only, not to just walk in or whatever. And if we forget to lock the door, I guess they just come in. So we are trying really hard to get out the ugly so that we can get in some cool. So you can see the guys are working really hard to get these trucks out, and we're gonna have some fun builds coming up. We're not gonna do some, well, we're probably gonna do some high dollar builds, but we're also gonna do like some budget friendly builds too, because we know people are still conscious of what they're spending. The economy recovering after COVID and all that stuff is tough, and it's hard spending your hard-earned money on your vehicles. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna do some everyday drivers that we make look good, but we're also gonna do some really cool builds. We showed you the Range Rover we're doing for one of our dealers that we do work with. We got the Dodges that we're doing. We're finishing up the green one, which Frank will be very happy on. And then we got some really cool projects coming in. So please make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow, ring the bell so we can give you some better content, better videos. Thank you.